at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready. Red cycle.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Slide 2. Ball red.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They don't want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to work. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Dolphins at 11-3 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Right, 97. Right, white. Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They started on the ground with Eckler, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Mostert. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. It's a run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marvin Jones, 48 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Shot, 17. Slide through.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here's Mostert.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some replay communication. Maybe one that noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
from the 29. Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here, Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Second down and goal. Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and go. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Blitz coming and down he goes. And the sack to Jerome Baker. I see so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't see that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to the line and say, guys, get a little help there. And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock ready.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Tua. its way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the play. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Tua going to try and run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
On the out route, he's got Mostert.
Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert
from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their face.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Tua going to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On the double. Field black. Field blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the